Hello. Oh, the light is suddenly not as good. Hmm. I'm gonna put back here a bit more. Oh yeah. I'll just open some light up then. I think the sun just moved. That's okay. Hi. Thanks for joining me today. I'm gonna just get ready here and take a breath to say hello. Happy Friday. Jody Fitzgerald here with my episode of My Dog's View. Thank you for joining me. Do you want to come? They hear me talking and they want to join. And it is all about dogs. And this guy certainly has a lot to do with what I've learned. So I really want to say thanks for watching. And I want to help people understand and realize that there is no quick fix for dog behavior. Only understanding, connection, and time and empathy and compassion, when we really learn to see who our dog truly is, everything starts to change. One of the hardest parts of my job as a dog behavior consultant is helping people understand that there's no quick fix for behavior concerns. I know how much you love your dogs. I know how much people love them, and I it's definitely they're part of my family. They're a part of everyday life for me, and I know how frustrating it can be when behavior starts to feel out of control. This guy certainly gave me lots of practice with that. Are you okay there? I'm shuffling around here. But dog behavior isn't something that we can just fix. It's something we need to fully understand. Every dog is a unique individual shaped by their learning, their environment, their genetics, and their self. This is the legs model that helps us see the whole dog. And when we use this model together with the total welfare model, we remember that behavior is not separate from dogs' emotional, physical, social, and mental needs. It's all connected together. For example, a herding dog who's been chasing the family cat for months. To the human, it's frustrating and very stressful. But for the dog, it's actually meeting their genetic needs, that need to chase, that motion, that instinct to control movement. It's built into who they are. Think about the sheep, right? That's what they do. They're so good at it. And they definitely can be a part of a team and work with humans. So what we see as a problem, the dog will actually see as an outlet. Chasing the cat over time, this baby behavior becomes deeply practiced and very rewarding to the dog. And that's when we run into trouble. Because if we try and only just stop that behavior without fully understanding what's driving it, what's behind it, why the dog is doing it and feeling the need to do this behavior, it'll just keep coming back or escalate because the dogs still has those needs. And if we don't meet them in healthy, alternate ways, they find their own solutions. It's like when you get a fish. If you don't learn how to provide what it needs to live, to meet their needs and meet their total welfare uh, needs through in their life, they're not going to live. So that's why for the dog, maybe it's chasing the cat, maybe it's barking at movement outside, maybe it's hurting the kids. The dog is simply doing the best they can with the genetics that they're given and the environment that they're in. And I want to remind people again that this dogs are captive. Dogs are captive. We are putting them in the environment. We get to choose the environment they're in, their house. We have such control of it that they are captive. And so what happens is that I often get people calling me when their dog is around a year or two old, and that's the age when dogs are still maturing. Their genetics are waking up and kicking in. Something that didn't mean anything yesterday suddenly is a really big deal today. They're no longer puppies. They're maturing, but they're not still adults yet either. And usually by this point, a lot of the families that I have worked with and dog clients, they've already tried other trainers, tried other obedience classes and other quick fixes, but the issues are still there. because the dog's underlying needs are not being met and they're not understood. And that's heartbreaking to me because these dogs aren't broken, they're just misunderstood. They're trying to communicate the only way they know how. But when the humans become frustrated and the dog isn't being understood, both sides suffer. The unwanted behaviors continue, sometimes get worse, while the dog is simply doing what their body and brain are wired to do. And humans are left thinking there's something wrong with the dog, and they get frustrated and even embarrassed and sad about it, and think that they just have to live. They have a dog that is like that, and it makes me sad to think of dogs and people living that way. Sometimes dogs end up getting locked in a room because of these problems for a long time, without things not being understood. Both try so hard, but missing the connection that can make all the difference. The good news is that it can change when we take the time to understand our dog's genetics, their environment, their emotional needs, their self, their age, their development, what they have gone through in their life, any traumas. We can help them learn new patterns of behavior. We can give them better outlets for their instincts and create an environment where they can seed and thrive. It takes time, it takes patience and a willingness to learn, not just about training cues, but about the needs, the communication, the relationship. When we focus on fixing to understanding, we open the door to real change. We can move away from frustration and start building connection because every behavior tells a story. And when we take the time to listen, we can help our dogs live the good life that they deserve. There's no quick fix, but there is understanding, compassion, and a path forward, one where both dog and human can finally be seen, supported, and connected. And that's the view from a dog's world. I think this is something very important. Please share with anybody you know struggling, and have a good listen if you are struggling with your dog's behavior. That's needing to learn about them is the beginning of how you can change it. When you understand, it can change everything. So please, thank you, and share with anybody struggling with their dog. I really appreciate you watching, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Put in a comment. Tell me your dog struggles. Don't hesitate to contact me if you're struggling with your dog, because the longer it goes on, it's not going to fix itself and it's not going to get better. And there is no quick fix. Please have a great day. Love your dog. Step into their paws. Take a look from their view and have a great day.